guys in today's boxing, we obviously see guys fight outside their weight class lots of times. Can you speak a little bit upon your thoughts on the Ryan Garcia and Devin Haney fight? And then obviously there was some suspicions, we have reporters saying that he tested positive for PEDs as well. So first of all, what's your thoughts on the fight?
First and foremost, in boxing, man, I've always said this, man. It's gonna sound wrong. People are gonna eat me alive for this on here. But when it comes to drug dealing and boxing, you don't ever give any pounds away. It's just no se regalan libras.
Yeah.
And 3 pounds is 3 pounds, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot of weight, especially when a person like Devin sacrificed his body to make the 140. When he did everything correctly to make the 140. And then you got a guy that made 143. I mean, I don't know if that would have made a difference or not. You know, um, but 3 pounds is 3 pounds, and I mean, you don't give somebody 3 pounds. I mean, man, that's a lot of weight. In boxing, that's a lot of weight. That's a lot of weight, man. So it was a good fight. I mean, he dominated. I seen what you seen, what everybody else seen. He went in there and just bullied Devin and shocked the world. He shocked the world and proved to us once again he has a powerful left hand
And a right hand to back it
and,
up with.
and a right because I mean the side of Devin's face had to come from a right hand. So I mean, great game plan or strategy, whatever it was. But hey, he was the better man that day.
After watching the fight, round one, he hits him with the left hook and within the first 20 seconds. After now listening to these, these comments from reporters, are you spectable a little bit upon the performance now, or do you already knew that Ryan possessed that type of power?
Oh no, I've known that. I've known Ryan. Remember, I known Ryan since he was 8 years old, 9 years old. Ryan's always had that power. Ryan's always had that power with that left hook, the right hand. Ryan has power in his hands. I mean, he made a lot of mistakes, like keeping his head up, closing his eyes, certain things. But as far as power, man, he's always had power since he was a kid. He's always been a great boxer. I mean, he's always been a great fighter. He makes mistakes like a lot of other fighters do. But as far as him being a great fighter, he's a good fighter. He's a great fighter with a lot of power and caught Devin clean. I knew the fight was taking a turn when he was able to hit Devin with 3 jabs, and I said, "Whoa, wait a minute." Because Devin is a smart fighter. When he hit him with that jab, and then he re-hit him, and then he re-hit him. I said something's going on here because Devin is a smart fighter. Usually don't make the same mistake. You can make it once, but 3 times, so I mean, I don't know. I don't know what happened to Devin, or he just got caught early and cold. So that's boxing for you, man. You win some, you lose some, and Devin he's a great athlete. A few days later, he posted a picture. I don't know how true it is or how old it is, but running. When I said I was running and ran into this guy, with Oscar. I mean, that's what true champions do, man. They get their ass up and go, and if they love this sport, if this is what they want to do, you lose, you get your ass up, and you get to work, man.
Absolutely. If you're a coach, you've seen a lot of problems and within both of those guys' performance, I'm sure. In a rematch, who do you believe makes the proper adjustments to take the win?
I mean, the adjustments is going to be Devin Haney, but I mean, I just think Ryan's too big, man. He's just big, he's just big. Like we said, size matters. In boxing, size matters. He's just a big guy. There's fights you can be the best in the world, but there's fights you just can't win. Just like Oscar never beat Shane. You know, uh, um, certain things like that, man. I mean, honestly, I after this performance, I think Ryan will re-win.
Mm, mm. Now, you spoke upon you don't give away 3 pounds, but in the same time, every fighter has their own storyline, their own bank account. When you can get a fight with Ryan Garcia and you see those zeros and where the karma lines up, How do
You're
you
gonna you're
sure
gonna
that
think
you guys won't take the fight like a
you're gonna
Subriel?
think I'm full of shit, man. You're gonna say, man, you're full of shit. That's $1.5 million. As for me, I don't take it. But at the end of the day, like you said, at the end of the day, man, you got guys like Subriel that they're their bosses, man. They want to fight. Um, there's certain way to do things, Mills. I believe. When we fought Jojo Diaz, he was 4 pounds over.
Yes. And then you guys put him on a hydration clause after that, right?
No, I made him lose as much as he can lose. He came in 1.5 pound over, but you know, I had already hydrated William. I didn't allow William to touch the one. I didn't allow him to. Oh, okay, you could. No, no, no. I negotiated this before they even got on the scale because I knew at 7:30 in the morning that he was 4 pounds over, and I said, "This is not happening. 4 pounds is 4 pounds. It's not. You can offer me as much as you want to offer me." And at that time, William still listened to me. He's the boss, but I'm the boss. He knows Williams just a different fighter. Like it's whatever you say, coach. But what he was telling me, coach, man, I worked hard. I want to fight, and I was telling him, no, 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 you're not gonna fight. You're gonna hold on. And then when I negotiated it, and I told him, eat, hydrate. So that he was they both weighed in at the same exact weight. But I mean, man, at this level, giving away 3 pounds, 1.5. I mean, it's a lot of money, Mill. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money. But I mean, I know people are gonna say, "Oh, he's full of shit, man." $1.5 million, man. I just think at that level, Devin Haney can make 1.5 million anywhere else. He probably make him off sponsorship.
Mm, yeah, absolutely. Um, the type of PED that was detected, have you heard about it?
Yeah, I'm saying I mean, I looked it up today. I'm not familiar with it. When I seen it, you know, it it helps you recuperate and certain things like that. I mean, I can't talk on it. I don't mean I'm I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't want to take the glory away from this kid that did an awesome performance, that day, man. I don't know. Who am I? Who am I to say, oh, this, that. I don't know, man. I don't know what they did or what they do in camp, you know. I don't know. I mean, I tell my guys, the guys that have a strength and I mean nutritionists and stuff. I try and look at everything that they give them. Everything that they give. I try. I'm not an expert, but I try. As far as Subriel, you know, if he goes to the doctor, some here, here, Jefe, he'll send me a text. Hey, this is what it is. I have a doctor who and I said, hey doc, what is this? Doc will tell me, but I mean, I'm not an expert. I don't know if Ryan's an expert. I don't know if something given to him as when you're at that level, you have a lot of people around you,
Yeah, 100%.
and I mean, a lot of us confide in who's around us. Sometimes, and then when you don't have the right people, sometimes the right people, not having the right people, don't know what to give you.
Yeah, that's true. Um, you know, as far as this fight is concerned, you know, what do you as a coach when you go out of the country, when you go out the state, when I've been to different club shows and certain coaches be like, man, that dude's on some juice, but the fight's going on and I'm listening to this, right? As a coach, is there anything that you can look at to be like, something don't look right in this individual?
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of things, but I've been around the game for a long time. I was at the Olympic Training Center. I was around Vada. I was around, USADA. I was around, the people who were investigating these type of things. You know what I'm saying? There's certain things, um, but I mean, what are juices that you can use that really enhance you? I mean, I think the only really things that you can use is probably like weight cutting stuff or things like that, but I mean, or like what they say recuperation
Yeah,
type.
recovery.
yeah, recovery things. I mean, but I mean, I don't know. I mean, maybe I'm just not, that's not on my mind about doing things like that too. But yeah, I mean, I've seen certain guys with, certain marks, especially being in Mexico, where a lot of people aren't tested, where a lot of people aren't things, and you're like, oh, wait a minute. That's one of my concerns here in Japan, because the last time I was in Japan, I seen people taking caffeine pills. I mean, that's not a that's dangerous for the fighter, not that. I mean, if he takes a caffeine pill, that's not gonna do anything against me, but as far as for the fighter, man, his heart. I seen the corner. This is literally true. Corner give them monster in the corner, like Monster, and things like that. And then Vicks vape. I mean, that's cool. Vicks vapor rub, it opens up your things. But like, I mean, I literally seen, and there was a tragedy in that event. It was the last Inoue fight here in Japan, where a young man died, because his heart, just gave out. Who knows what he took in that locker room? Who knows if they gave him a monster? Who knows if they gave him a rock star? If they gave him a you know caffeine medication or whatever it is? It's just, those are certain things. It's just like I told my coach. I said, Coach, I want you in that locker room until we get ready to walk out. But I mean, being in different countries, you see a lot of stuff, man.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Salute to Jackie Hernandez. Thank you for the $50. Fire live already at work now, so I'll have to rewatch it. Peace, Panda.